I was about to open by saying this is probably the last Forest stream on the channel, ever. But there's a third one announced, isn't there? Oh. And while I've been let down twice, it's less so by this one. I know I'm going to get tempted to play the third one out of some morbid curiosity. Ugh. Alright. Today, after beating the game yesterday, there is kitten, yeah, apparently. After beating the game yesterday, we were once again, after the ending we picked, left with our dicks in our hands, not knowing whether the game had ended or not. No credits, no you are now free to roam the island, no cutscenes saying this is your life now, nothing. Just left to wander the island. However, this game did hint, due to throughout the ending, that the artifact is important. I don't know if there's an ending there or not, but regardless, this is the last stream. Either we find out what the artifact does, or uninstall in the effort. Deal? Huzzah, so then, Keaton, welcome to the stream. I suppose I should get started, actually. Didn't realise the music was so fucking short. Right, today then, we're going to search through all the possible clues to find out whether or not we can find some satisfying conclusion, unlike the first game. Or, if it looks like there's going to be no way other than to search every inch of every cave, we'll finish the house and end on a high. Deal? You have a pre-helicopter save to check out. Check that out. I don't actually catch. You only ever have one. Well, you don't, but I usually only go for one save, so I'm committed to the ending. Cats, welcome to the stream as well. Final Fantasy 4 is 70% off on Steam with the original graphics, but I bought it the day before I have things due, so I can't play it much. This was my favourite Final Fantasy growing up until 10. Shit. So then, stop being so fucking responsible and spend a weekend playing Final Fantasy 4. You're letting the side down. I suppose, Cats, what we could do is what, like we did with the first one, we could watch the other ending. Like, usually when I really care about a game, what happens in my run is the only canon I care about, right? And the alternate endings might as well be in different games. But in this, very much like the first game, I'm kind of just, I don't know. Part of me thinks that the helicopter just flies away and the credits roll. I don't know. It's a potential 2026 release of... The thing is, though, right? Fool me once, shame on you, right? Fool me twice.
Willies.
Yeah, as the saying goes. Right. Oh, fuck, I forgot it's winter, isn't it? And I can't really exist around the base. So if my backup plan is to just fuck it off, finish the base and leave, I'm going to have to do so by being constantly attacked by cannonballs. Because they can cross the lake, can't they? It's a good thing we didn't get our hopes up. I know, right? I've enjoyed this playthrough. Like, gameplay-wise, it's not bad, this. But just, I don't know. It always just leaves you feeling empty. Maybe we should have just accepted the ending and just fucked Kelvin and Virginia off and left. Look, immediately. This is why it can't exist at the... They're just going to smash the fucking base up. Or me. Oh, this is fucked. Hang on. Maybe I can fight. Hard-hitting news, that. What is Keaton? What, the bastards of... I suppose they're to save ammo for anything anymore, right? Do I have any? I do have some. Lovely. Right, come and fight me, knobheads. Okay, the shotgun's kind of effective. Anybody else? Anybody else want to start shit? No? No? Good. Alright, maybe I just get better at the game. Do you guys drop? No, you don't, but I could use the armour. Alright, if I'm going to be building today, We'll just make sure I'm safe before we start fucking around too much. Well, hard-hitting news that the guy's head was hitting the ground. I knocked his spine clean out of his body, which is good because I could use a spare. Alright, maybe we can fight now. I guess part of me was... I've just opened these loot boxes. I guess part of me was keeping ammo because I expected to need it, but now I suppose I don't need to. Yeah, I don't know, these games just... I don't know, it just doesn't... I don't know. Maybe they'd be better if they didn't try and put a fucking story... Because if they didn't put a story in this game, it'd be top. It'd just be a, like, relatively good sandbox. Tell you what. One thing I never actually made... How do you make a repair tool again? There. For the first time post-credits, I'm actually making the basic tool to repair your buildings. Yes! Any of these need repair? Sensational. Am I doing it right? Am I doing damage? Hello? If a cannibal could come over here and give me some clues. I think this is right. I feel like a cold caller. But yeah, after such a lengthy... How long is the playthrough? After 57 hours... Like... This is the... I didn't even need to build this much. I could have got away without building a base at all. And that doesn't feel very survival game, does it? Alright, until the next zombie lads turn up. I'm going to stand here in the warm. It is kind of pleasant in a small way, right? We'll stay by the fire. Give me some Sothan's firewood. And then let's actually look through. Now, my theory as to what might potentially be an ending in this game is to find the other two pieces of the artifact. But, two things that are a problem there. I got given this yesterday and it pointed to the next artifact fragment, right? So I was like, okay, they're giving me something to work out how to find the other pieces. And it shone a big green light in the sky. But now, it does nothing. And I don't understand why. What, do you know what I mean? The base was your favourite part, just this little base. So, either I have to look for clues. Actually, did the boys burn? I think they must have. Auntie, welcome to the stream. Okay, I've already got shitloads of... Let's make some armour. Never mind. I can only make 3 bits of armour because I've only got 3 bits of rope. I'll stack these bones and then... I mean, if I need some armour to protect the base, then maybe we'll go and slaughter some cannibals and get some rope. The call about what, Auntie? Shit, yeah, I'm going to need some rope, aren't I? Just a little quick visit to our cannibal friends. It's not the worst thing in the world. Do a little bit of combat. Oh, about the job. Sorry, I did read that. I was a little bit preoccupied this morning. Another place hiring. You got that. Just do what it's very important to do in meetings. Just don't be yourself. Interviews. Oh, what the fuck is that? See why I built on the lake now? Have I seen one of these before? Is this a willy monster? You know, it takes some fucking hits. Get down from there. I paid money for this game. Is it smashing my base up? Yeah. It's the dumbest video game of all. There it goes. I'm not throwing a grenade, Bear. We've been down that path. Bear, welcome to the stream. Good afternoon.
Cat dog, hello?
cat dog. Fuck. Festy, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the bits and good morning. The energy beam thing yielded a shard, right? It did, Cats, yeah, but I use it again and I'm not getting any, like, notifications that there's anything on the... You know what I mean? There doesn't seem to be anything else. I'm going to look through the clues once I get a minute's peace, but I want to get some armour first. And actually, that gentleman turning up did help. Excuse me while I just do some, what this game calls, repairs. This really sounds like Stone Temple Pilots. From another place, the pay is less. It's after my aloe, yeah. Alright. Scrubman, welcome to the stream as well. I did not throw a grenade. I threw a grenade in the past, and it worked, but it also blew my house up. How are we supposed to know whether this is actually repairing anything? Now, I should also explain, there is another theory that the artifact is like it was in the first game, which is just a tool to turn off the spawns of the zombies, the cannibals, I should say, or to keep them away from the base. Apparently that's what the thing in the first game was. And if it is that, and it doesn't yield any kind of ending, then that's just as depressing as the first game. Chaz, welcome to the stream. Did the dog refer to themselves as dog cat? Oh, yeah, who decided that? They maybe had some kind of team meeting. Is there a radio in the game? Let's put on Finnish music. Unfortunately, we're stuck with this. There is a radio there, you have to find it, so I just found it and brought it to the base. Now, the mechanic of keeping the cannibals away is not something I've found so far, so it might be the case again that there is no other alternative to keeping the cannibals away, and I'm essentially just repeating the process to try and get an item I don't want. If that's the case, then maybe it's in my best interest to just not even try. But the fact that, fair enough, if you just stay on the island and exist there for now, and you can just play to your heart's content now the story's completed, that's fine. Good idea, in fact. Nobody likes it when a game just ends and you can't go back and carry on what you were doing before finishing the story, right? But tell the player that. No, I don't know. Just remember it saying 5 out of 7 when you looked at it. Yeah, I found the other 4 of the 5 by just randomly stumbling across them, and it doesn't seem like there was any rhyme or reason as to how I was finding them. So it's one of them things where I've not really learnt anything. So I don't know the pattern. So for a split second, when we got that device yesterday, it looked like it was leading me towards that. But then that just didn't happen again, so I don't know what I'm supposed to be learning. Because there's the footsteps. It seems like there's no clues that would point to... I don't know. The hammering is just supposed to make you feel better. It repairs me. Is that what you're saying? Right, I can get these 2 pieces of rope. I wouldn't have minded a bit more, but then I can make gear with them, so we'll do that. Best thing that I love about the forest is exploding trees into logs. Don't know if it works the same, but in the first game, dynamite and blowing trees into the sky was awesome. I've not come across it, if that's true. Hey, speaking of which... should we go and rescue Kelvin? I think we should. Oh, free tap. Yeah, let's go get Kelvin. We've not seen him in... I mean, in gameplay terms, we've not seen him in ages, but he did appear in one cutscene yesterday. I suppose I should go and rescue him. Hey, here's a good thing. I never fucking worked out what this seaman stuff is. It never mentioned it. Shall we write a list, very much like the theory list, of things that the game didn't actually explain? Kelvin's already down here. Things the game didn't explain. Why are the people cannibals? Who built the demonic structures underground? What is the Golden City? What is the seaman stuff all over the place? Why are we mutating in the first place? Is it just simply seaman? Why is Kelvin? Yeah. Who were the people in the helicopters? Streaking in subless chat, no one to impress but some cannibals. Fisty, good
I
work.
found a fun sound.
Kelvin!
Would you like to hear it? Who's there? Why are we talking about seamen?
Kelvin! Sorry I've not seen you in a while. Would you like to come back home with me? Yeah, of course you would. Fisty, thank you for the bits. That's Chris Mann's favourite ringtone. Alright, we've got Kelvin back now. Everything's fine. Find out on the next episode of... Well, I'm starting to believe, given the next episode of The Forest is apparently in 2026, Forest 3 is going to release. Starting to think we'll never find out. What else has not been explored? Like the helicopters. That played such an enormous role in the mystery around the island. Like, why are these people here but they're not helping? Who do they belong to? Why are they in Puffton helicopters? How come they're not coming down to rescue us? Nothing. What were Zhang's motives? Appeared once, then fucked me off. Couldn't remember the code for it, I just heard it on another stream. It is a banger. Super Silicious Dude, welcome to the stream. The thing that gets annoying is not knowing whether the game doesn't explain it, or just that the game hasn't explained it yet. Absolutely. I'd be perfectly happy to just know that an explanation exists, even if I don't know it. Precisely, yeah. If the answer to the questions were, they are in the game, you just didn't find them, I'm happy with that. But given the first game, I've got a sneaky feeling that these things just aren't in the game. They just didn't think to explain them, or they just added shit. There's question marks with no payoff. And I don't, what's the benefit of having mystery with no payoff? I don't mean I want to know everything, but you still need, even if it's a game that's not going to explain everything, you still need more than just nothing, right? We might have missed it, Scrubber, absolutely. But it's like what Super Silicious says, we don't know that, right? So, look, Outer Wilds, for example, that is a brilliant game that leaves questions unanswered, and as a result, it perfectly gives you just enough so that your imagination runs wild, and that's part of the content. But in this, you don't know whether they just didn't do it. And given the first game, it feels like they just didn't do it. So what's the point in continuing to think about it, right? Come on, Kelvin, you'll never guess. You've been lonely and stuck in the woods for hours, and I've got a job for you. And actually, we can walk across the lake now, so we can just hand deliver stuff, right? Yeah, I don't know. I think if Forest 3 does come out, I'd be interested to play it, not hoping that they've fixed the issues, but just enjoying the fact that they didn't. Does that make sense? Kelvin, I'm glad to have you back. We've missed you. I stayed on the island just for you. So, fuck off and get some logs and drop them here. I like the best thing I like about the ending is that we watched Virginia die and had a heartbreaking goodbye moment with her, only for her to reappear with a fish during the last boss fight. completely oblivious to the fact that the game was supposed to be ending and we'd watched her die. He's just cut the one tree down next to the house that I liked. Should have gone with Timmy. I should have gone with Timmy. Fuck this game. That's the third time today I've thought of a word and typed a completely different one. Not a typo, correctly spelled, but a different word. Yes! That's my life in a nutshell. That I spell everything correctly, but get the words wrong. Alright, well, we're getting logs. Like, I said I would open the thing and look for clues as to where the rest of the artifacts are, but I don't know if I want to. Can I just do a little bit of building before that has to happen? No, no, not my zipline infrastructure down there. If this was Valheim, that would have completely ruined the whole... Make ziplines in Valheim. Imagine. Actually, no, because then that would make my stupid shit that I do with flying and that feather cape pointless, and I liked that, apart from when I shot my farming spoon. Can you tell me about your decision yesterday that locked you into a specific path? Paula, good morning. Yeah, we were... So, Eric and Timmy were boarding the aeroplane, the helicopter at the end. And they said, come with us, come with us. And Timmy and Virginia weren't in it. Not Timmy. Kelvin and Virginia weren't in it, so as far as I can tell, it was a decision to leave or stay with those. And I thought maybe we'll get some cool, like, now we'll find our own way out, but thank you kind of mission. Now, it could be possible, I don't want to know if this is the case, so please nobody tell me. It could be possible that Virginia and Kelvin, like, just run up and get in a helicopter, but it was like get in a helicopter with some badly written characters, or stay with Kelvin and Virginia and go towards this incredibly cool-looking artifact thing that you've been wondering what it does the whole time. It was right in front of you. And they were like, no, don't go back, don't go back. So either I just pressed the finish the game button, or we find out finally the truth about the artifact. And that was too tantalising to pass up on. That was our decision. And it was like unanimous, right? I think there was only one person who just didn't want to see more of the game that voted for anything else. Yeah, that was some good wood chopping. Living a lack of sleep. She got her vax jabs yesterday and slept in our bed for comfort, so she kept me up most of the night wrestling with each other. That's it now, she won't want to sleep anywhere else. Almost knocked the zipline tree out. It was close for a second there. Fucking Kelvin knocking down my favourite trees. I don't know whether part of me just wants to build. Just get the house finished. Is that Kelvin? Does he still exist? He does, Dougie. Yeah, we stayed here at the end of the game to try and save him. Or so it felt. Alright, question to the people who've never played Sons of the Forest before. Watching that ending yesterday, did it feel like we were choosing between Timmy and Eric and Kelvin and Virginia? Because it was a, like, 3-seater helicopter or whatever, and they weren't on it. Maybe Virginia will morph into a helicopter with all them legs. Yeah, she'll do like Ken from Street Fighter and fly us out of here. Dougie, are you well? I didn't get the sense that Kelvin and Virginia were part of all of that. And when we even had a vote, right? And it was like, what, 80% said, fuck that, stay. Didn't watch yesterday, but just from the description, it sounds like it. Yeah. And now here I am with Kelvin and Virginia. I mean, proof that we weren't choosing to stay on our own is that Kelvin and Virginia are still here. Because we saw Virginia yesterday, didn't we, after the helicopter had left. She sleeps at hers 5% of the night. The only reason she ends up now is because she wakes up at 4 AM wanting food, so I just pop her in the bed and feed her while I sleep. Got some auto feeder like a hamster. You finished yesterday? I missed that. Work makes you miss everything. You did, Dougie, yeah. The ending, I won't go into what it is in case anybody wants to watch it, but like the bulk of the ending, not the final choice, we've already discussed that, but it reminded me a bit of Subnautica Below Zero's ending, but not as shit. Because I hated that ending. Can I answer that after we move on to Monster Stream Races? Which we might end up doing, yeah. I don't know. I just wish the game would say, congratulations, you beat the game, now you can stay on the island. Go find the artifact. They think about like that, but I always do it. There you go. I was thinking that, yeah, Katz and I just discussed it just before, maybe watching the other ending. But as I was saying to Katz at the time, it's like, for me, when I go and do that, it's like I've given up on a game. You've seen how I am with games I really like, right? I don't even consider other endings existing, because mine is the canon. But I didn't enjoy this particularly that much. Did I just throw a log down there? I didn't enjoy this particularly that much, so maybe Below Zero was such a train wreck ending. It made it so much worse by the fact it had actually good story. Yeah, they completely scrapped it, didn't they, and started it again. Oh, that game was such a disappointment. Subnautica, one of the best ever survival games, and Below Zero felt like it was made by people who had no idea about what made the first one so good. I think I prefer watching you do that than tell you what actually happens. Maybe we'll watch it then at the end of the stream, I don't know. See how we feel. I'm enjoying finishing the base though. This feels better than scrubbing through the notes and looking for endings. This.
Watch what?
Avatar. Ogre. At the end of the stream. We'll just sit until Tuesday afternoon and watch all of it. The other ending, we beat the game yesterday and it was very The Forest. I missed the ending as well. I had to change the tyres now that we might finally be done with winter bullshit. You got the old Gomma Gobblers on now, Bear. Right, I might leave this open like this. Augur, thank you for 81 months, though. Too busy bullshitting. There you go, look, she's back. Augur, she's brought you a fish to say thank you, look. Thanks, Virginia. It was very sad watching you die yesterday. It's a shame. We'll miss you. Sorry about killing your parents. And that your story is just not resolved or explained in any way. You've got rally tyres on now. Cook this fish. Maybe she's telling Augur he smells like dead fish. Augur, I appreciate 81 months. I thought we were done with winter bullshit too. You had 20 for 2 weeks and then today we're down to 4. In this country we've had like 1 day above 20 degrees and it was windy as cocks. And now it's gone back again. It's been like the most unlikely spring. It's just been bland. I smell like living fish. Do you know what 6-4? And welcome to the stream. No. Very much like the last one, there was an ending which I think might have given us the credits, and then in this one it was even more vague. So throughout the game I've been looking for the parts of this thing, right? 5 out of 7 I've got. And then this thing at the end was like the major thing. It was like, use this, and then it shone a beacon above a cave. We went down and found another piece, and now nothing. So I don't know how the fuck we get the rest. I don't know if they're important to the ending. I don't know if it's just some bullshit tool to stop the cannibals spawning like it was in the first game. The game never said, now you're free to live on the island, though. No fucking idea. And we've got a list as long as our arms of cool things that the game suggested we think about that they didn't explain. Drill Son just wish the garden was sorted so we could go play out in it. Well, that's the thing, it's not that warm out there, kid. Usually we've had a month above 20 and it's getting like summery, but it's just been sort of slightly sunny and not freezing. Did a Gemini search, and I don't want to spoil anything, but you may have encountered a bug. Yeah, we'll wait till after Polar, yeah, gotcha. And then he was gone. Jesus Christ, Kelvin. Fuck me. No kidding, it was Kelvin. August smells like puff white. Is that what you say? I think I had a lot of bugs in Grounded and no one told him about them. Yeah, we didn't have that joke every fucking 5 seconds. Alright, I'm going to make a few of these. I said I was going to, and I think it's about time we actually did. Why are you offering to sort Kitten's garden? I suppose now the sun's come down. Hang on, where's the... If I got like massively obsessed with building and ended up doing another 40 streams because I wanted to build a mansion, instead of going back to my winter car and actually cracking on with trying to get this rally beat, any complaints? This is a fuckload of sticks. This is too many sticks. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do this. This is me not wanting to look for the clues to where the artifact goes. Like, I love building in survival games. Look at the bases in Valheim and Grounded and Subnautica and all of these playthroughs, right? Building is one of my favourite things, but in this game it just never presented itself as something that was necessary at all. Cannibals or Virginia? Virginia. Story's old as time. East European immigrant over to sort the manual labour for the lazy Westerners. Kelvin, get sticks and bring them here. I'll have to sleep in the garden shed I plan on buying to eat chocolate in so Theo can't see me. Forgot about that. Right. As the sun goes down and the Pacific Drive music plays in the background, let's actually look. Is there anything here which feels like it would point to the location of the artifacts? I searched 3 out of 4 of these and found nothing. But I don't know why it would tell me this anyway, but this is the forest, it probably is not going to... it's probably likely not going to tell me. Again, that's not going to point to anything. This is the book I told you about, mostly accurate. That's not going to help. This is where the boats arrived. They've left them abandoned. Someone needs to clean this up. Have I looked at the boats to the south? Anybody fancy a boat ride? Or a ride to a boat, I should say. Again, that's the Golden City, right? That was a cool clue. That helped. Good news, managed to find both the clubs and the golf balls. Yeah, that let us know there was a golf course, I suppose that's useful. Doris, I saw on the list that your family have arrived. Let me know if you've got time for a drink. Okay, that was just exposition in Hollow Springs, as was that, I believe. No, that was a big one. This actually meant something. It was great to see you last night. So bizarre Ed built this place based on a crazy vision he had. I'm sorry you have to deal with this. Let's meet again soon. That actually would change our timeline. Ed's been getting these dreams about cubes in the bathroom. Well, he was near the entrance to the cube, I suppose, right? Atlas is the reason why I'm obsessed with the houseboat. It was such a shit game, but I love building and decorating the pirate ships. Atlas. That's a survival game as well, right? Okay, again, nothing to do with the artifact. Well, I appreciate you confided in me. I don't know what you're talking about. This is not what we thought we were getting into. We don't know anything about star patterns. Okay, something about the golf course. Star patterns be involved. Ed's having dreams about the Golden City. That was useful. Alright. Puffton lives in Fantasyland. The countdown is a fairy tale. Turns out it wasn't. What about Jean Yu? If anything happens to be similar to... Yeah, again, it was Jack Hull. It was Gordon. That was leave it. What? How much did you leave to Virginia again? This is why I'm staying. $794,515,397,992.00. I said, relax, man. Buffton refuses. Surveyor's going missing. Again, I actually think if I wanted to find the artifact fragments, I would just have to search every fucking crevice. There's nothing that turns me off a game more than getting the feeling that a game is built with Googling in mind. Does that make sense? Or they haven't had enough playtesters that don't Google. Blow the wall right out, you'll be able to sneak in. Everyone knows, everyone will be at the party. Sneak right in. See, I never knew what that was. We never blew a wall down, did we? Blow yourself up in the dive. We did that. Yeah, that was pointless. I think that was the last shop. The entrance will be in Puffton's home. Yeah, this is the Midsummer people breaking into the house, right? That, of course, the gold will heal us all. Nothing. I think this is the early one, right? Checking the dates on this might have helped. Sahara's funded. Yeah, there you go. Sahara did actually pay Zhang Yu. Keeping out one of the Puffton's old researchers. Contact Timmy LeBlanc. Yeah. Sorry about this, everybody, if this is a bit slow, but I'm trying to look for clues. Who is Jack Hull? What's he doing here? Puffton didn't have any friends. We never found out. The more wicked his heart, the more grotesque the creature that dwells within him. I mean, this could be the thumbnail for today. Because it feels like that's our fucking options. I should sleep, actually, shouldn't I? Because if the cannibals attack now, I can't see. Actually, let me sleep. Everybody cross your fingers and toes that I can sleep without it going boom, because enemies have spawned. Who? Where? Oh, this is bad actually for the base. What the fuck are these things? I can't see, I'm just going to have to keep swinging wildly. Well, that's one dead. I did die. I think the sun's coming up. Maybe if I just protect the house until the sun comes up. Did you actually die? Yeah. You're stuck under there just wrecking stuff. Where's your mates? I can hear something running around in the snow. Fucking hell, I just wanted to sleep. For all you that thought I might be being overly cautious by not staying at the base over winter. Can you see it now? Alright, genuine question. And I just write the numbers. Yes or no? Sorry. Genuine question. Just write the numbers. Press 1 to search for the artifact. Using clues or whatever. Press 2 to just build the house. And then finish it there. 1 to search for the artifact. 2 to just build the house. Scrubbin says search for the artifact. Bear says search for the artifact. Chaz says search for the artifact. Augur says build the house. Sothan says build the house. 5, 4, 3, 2. What? Kelly says just build the house. We've got a stalemate. Alright then. I need to actually update the recap, Chaz. I don't know if the bastards that attacked me are still here. Oh, they are. I'm going to smash my house up behaving like this, aren't I? I can't sleep, so they've smashed up my bird box. Too late, Shaz. Can't change your mind now. Virginia, will you help? It'd be nice if I could give you a gun of some description. No, put her in a swimsuit. Yeah, of course. Kind of curious how shit with the artifact ending will be. Yeah, I'm just wondering whether or not I can. Because I've just been through all of the options. Democracy at its finest. No one gets what they want. Exactly, yeah. Okay, we can do a half and half then, I suppose. So, maybe I'll go until, like... I'll sit here and we'll keep searching through the clues. And then, if it gets to, like, I don't know, an hour from now, we'll just stop and... I haven't slept in 3 months. There is something in the caves. Again, this meant nothing, right? Just a sign that somebody was going mad. More Golden City visions. More Golden City visions. This is it, look. We found it and broke it into 6 parts. I've killed the others. Does this mean that there's one northeast, west, southwest, north, northeast and southeast? No. Because the one we found yesterday was due east of the mountain. What's going on out here? Kelvin, what's that? I'm supposed to be looking through these fucking clues for the sake of democracy. There's no enemies around Kelvin, it's fine. I think they have actually all left. Look. Stop just running about and go get me some sticks. Twat. Oh, he's actually just dropping sticks down here and being really diligent, and I'm shouting and screaming at him. He's actually putting them all in the house as well. It's adorable. What? No longer adorable. Get off your... Put them down. So the centre point is the... Well, it feels like it. But as I say, we found one yesterday to the east. We found none of them in the facilities, which means they're in the caves. But do we really want to spend today's stream just wandering around in caves? The piece isn't here, this is the wrong cave. The others are resting below. Is this related to the artifact, maybe? I mean, these all seem like they're in a line, right? Of the same paper. Maybe not that one. It's all like note paper. Thing is, the game doesn't tell you where I found this. This looked really interesting at first, right? What was this referencing?
Spicy energy drink, now in 3 new flavors.
Like, did we ever work out what this was referring to? I don't think we did.
Blast off with Spicy.
That was like the coolest clue at first, and then that went to nothing. And then we're away from what I think are all artifact related stuff. No, you've only really got what it shows. It's Joy Division. Inside the caves of King. Again, that was the shovel clue, right? I don't know if we're going to find this, but if democracy demands it, then democracy will have its blood. That sounded interesting, but it didn't make much sense. Right then, if I'm going in the caves, I suppose we gear up. Somebody pick a cardinal direction. Or one of the 8, we'll say. Don't say east, or you're banned. August is west. Okay. We'll maybe go and check caves to the west. We'll come back and finish the base at a later date. Why is this refusing to... Oh, that one's actually got one in it, hasn't it? Right, where's Aloe? Aloe. There we go, have that growing as well. Kelvin, you're doing an amazing job. We're all fiercely proud of you. Now put them fucking sticks down. Just about to type out east. He was. There you go. The reason I said don't say east so that is because the only direction we've had so far is east, and it's the only one that didn't prove anything. They didn't prove the... You know what I'm saying. South-southwest. One of the 8. Did you just go and put them sticks down there? I don't want to set off. Then again, feeling a bit more confident with the combat and stuff now, right? I do want to go at least slightly geared. Okay, is that all the bones from that gentleman? What if it goes so east, we end up on the west? Then I'd be like, whoa, is this some kind of, like, weird tap... Oh no, wait, it's the forest. There's no point in getting my hopes up. As I have done with most things in this game. I've never known a game series ask so many interesting questions and then leave you so cold at the end of it. I wonder what the fan base... Like, somebody who played the first game blind and really paid attention, like, I wonder what they thought, what the wider consensus of people like that was on the sequel. It's hard to say, right, because I think it's such a small minority that no review site or anything's going to give you that information. Right, Kelvin. Oh, I love him, though. Just drop them here. Cold. It's time to come out that I developed this game in my early teens, right around the time of a cute story. Is this what you did instead of masturbating? Should have masturbated, honestly. Take these with us. We'll save. Alright, I'm gonna leave. I promise. I'm gonna leave. I'm going. We then need to, if we're searching for this thing, head west. It reckons there's one in the northeast, right? But there's no caves in the northwest. Maybe we just go cave to cave. There might have been a few caves down here that are just... Hey, Chaz, what if the remaining parts of the artifact are in the cave where I turned right instead of turning left? What if you were right this whole time? What if we'd have enjoyed the ending if we'd have just listened to Chaz? Slim chance, I know, but what if? I'm just nipping over to the cannibal camp to get some rope. I'm going to absolutely lose my shit. What if there's a perfectly completed artifact in those caves? I really wish this game had given me a reason to want to do the building, like in Subnautica. I never did find a blue keycard. No, we were looking for a keycard for a blue door for so long, and we eventually got in with a keycard that wasn't blue. That's a thing. Alright, I'm going to ask a genuine question that people are allowed to answer. Okay, there was no rope here. Genuine question, and people who have played the game before or know the answer are allowed to answer. How is the player supposed to find the northern maintenance bunker so they can get the first keycard. Because I got it by starting to search every inch of the map, going up and down for something. Does anybody know how the average player is supposed to get pathed towards that? There must be a way. If anybody knows at all. I assume people here actually know this. I mean, there's people who have played a lot of it. But I don't know if anybody's played it blind, that's the question. Alright, head west. We'll just into the caves and we'll just smack our way around until we find something gold and shiny. And then in there, maybe. It was never about the destination, it was about the friends, Kelvin, we made along the way. It was all about Kelvin. That's why when it looked like Kelvin might not be coming with us at the end, we said, fuck that. We'd created... That's another thing. The first forest completely failed to create the emotional bond with Timmy, right? So Timmy didn't feel all that important to you as a human playing the game. You knew that it was important to your main character and the abstract concept of protect the child, obviously. But look at like the opening sequence of The Last of Us, for example. The game. That was... How long is that sequence? 5 minutes? But it did just enough to make that father-child or parent-child bond insanely important to the player, right? And same with the rest of the game. But in this, it's like, main character had a child you saw in a 20-second cutscene and then a plane crashed. And in this, Timmy, again, exists so briefly. And is this kind of like dumb mutant hand guy that says like cheesy one-liners while fighting for about 3 minutes on screen. Kelvin and Virginia you care way more about. I do realise the irony of saying this as the person that left Kelvin standing in the woods for the last 20 hours of the game, but you get the point. So, Bear, it turns out that you're right. Isn't there a cannibal camp up here? I feel a bit more confident in cannibal camps now. Maybe we go and raid it and I can get myself some rope so I can make some armour before we go into the cave. I swear there was one around here somewhere. And the tripod lady, yeah, and Virginia. And again, you could say, oh, it's a small studio, which I'm sure it is. What's the end night studio size? Like 10 people or something? And they've made a fucking good looking game. But I don't think it's that difficult to focus these things a little bit, just for the sake of making your game better. What was this cave again? This was a dead end, I think. Was it a dead end or was it combat blocked? Let's go have a look. Yeah, I don't know. But this, I will say, this sequel was way, 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 way better than the first one, mechanically. It still very much feels like the forest, but the improvements are huge. Again, no idea what the semen is. Cannibal stuff, no idea what that is. There's some rope, actually, that's pretty good. Some more rope would be good. You could string some more. You could stop stringing bodies up and just leave your rope in a nice, neat little pile. Thank you. Reminds me of the 7 Days dev team. I saw them at TwitchCon. They looked like ZZ if ZZ Top were gamers. It was amazing. Is that true? What is it? A bunch of old enthusiasts. I've always felt a bit bad playing zombie games without a beard. It feels like you need a beard to play zombie games. Anybody else get that feeling? Like, you need to be about 45 and have a beard. There were a handful of older dudes with large, long, grey beards. Case in point. Yeah, strange games. But oddly, there's been a lot of Pacific Drive, pretty damn good game. I think widely regarded as a really good, solid, kind of unique indie game with brilliant voice acting, and the mechanics were like deep and rich, and it had everything that it ticked every box. But I've enjoyed not liking this more than I enjoyed liking that in terms of stream. Like, I'm nearly 45 and not had a shave in a couple of weeks, and no, I can't. Yeah, you need to let it grow out for about 2 months, 6-4, and then suddenly you'll just find yourself being amazing at 7 Days to Die. I'm talking like playing games that aren't very good on Twitch is revolutionary. It's very much not, right? But yeah, there is something to it now and again. Unlike the one game that I absolutely hated and refused to even think about after playing it. This is not that. I usually just trim it down with face clippers type deal. I haven't used an actual razor in about 10 years. Same actually, Chaz, for the very little I have. Yeah. But that does mean that you're keeping your zombie credentials intact. Right, next cave. Got some rope. Did I actually bring no bones with me after all that? Because they're all in the pile in the... Fucking idiot stuff. Fucking idiot. It's not going to stop fucking getting me, is it? Oi! Do items respawn? They do, Chaz, yeah, which is odd. Does that mean that items you're finding are potentially areas you... No, yeah, they do respawn. If you remember in the first game, you'd like have this emotional moment where you'd find a piece of Timmy's robot toy, and your character would pick it up and be like, "Ooh, Timmy, come back to me." And then you'd turn around, go to the end of the corridor, come back and find it again. Then it'd play the same cutscene and be like, "Ooh, Timmy." And then you'd go to the end of the corridor, turn around and find it again. Right. The artifacts, I think, have usually been in the golden areas, so maybe we just do a load of caving until we find some golden areas. Yeah, it was really awkward. I don't know why they did that. Is there an option to turn off item respawning in this? Skip structure damage off. Tree regrowth, a big head mode, of course, but no, don't seem so unless it's... No. Salty, welcome to the street. Yeah, it was just, it was Eric just having deja vu. I feel like I was just here. Namely, when I was just here. Right. We could be building right now, but you nerds voted for this, so we're off caving. Salty, good morning. Maybe there's a setting 7 days that it used to help keep my pace of what I was doing. Yeah, respawning loot in 7 days is a weird one. Because it encourages exploration, right? You need to like broaden your horizons a bit and go find a new town or a new challenge. This is good stuff. Watch, what, me fighting this guy? By aggroing him, then stepping back so he jumps in the water and drowns. Here he comes. There he goes. Come on, lads. 12, good afternoon. The end, what's the next stream title? Vamp, because the stream is bisexual. What are we referring to? Once again, 12, I don't have your reference. There he goes, look. What a god. What a very threatening enemy. If the other guy would like to do it too, then I can save myself a lot of trouble. Come on, you two. 3. Come and fight me. Do you know what I've been playing? Jedi Fallen Order off stream. You know the Star Wars Souls-like. I was saying this in Discord last night, but I went to bed. Oftentimes you think like, oh, imagine X type of game in X universe. That'd be amazing. And rarely is it as good as you're imagining, if it happens at all, and especially not with Star Wars stuff. But a Star Wars, the Souls-like with lightsaber, it's way better than it has any right to be. You play Souls-like, Chaz. Did you ever? I don't know if you're into Star Wars. The End and Vamp are Metal Gear Solid bosses. In a cutscene, Vamp is described as getting his name because he's bisexual. Vamp? Augur, I feel like Kojima's in love with you somehow. Okay, if you'd like to drown, please, thank you. Slap some armour off me before they did drown, though. Any more still alive? Vampires are traditionally very gay. It was fun. It wasn't like, oh my god, best game ever, but I genuinely enjoyed it. Yeah, I don't know, I just like it. It's that might be why I'm enjoying it, Chaz. Because there's no, like, holy shit, game of the year pressure on it. It's just fun. I don't know, it's just enjoyable. And it's kind of like light, really. And the character's not some big fucking superhero power fantasy character either. It's just, I don't know. I'm just enjoying it. But Fresh is coming out soon, so I'm like, I'm going to have to get this beat soon, because I'm not going to have a great deal of time otherwise. At the very least, vampires suck canonically. I'll leave that to Augur. I hate the stream street stuff, yeah. I don't know if you can turn it off on a user end. I don't actually know if I can turn it off. I've been toying with the idea, but some people seem to enjoy it and the others ignore it, so I suppose it's fine. Yeah, nowhere near as sweaty as Dark Souls, yeah, but thorough challenge had a fun story. Holy fucking bones. These guys had a lot of bones. And all the bones are rolling into the water. Let me gear up. I'm only going to cave until the last hour, and then I'm off to go and just play with the base, and then we'll just finish the story, finish the game with a nice base. With a bit of luck, it's spring as well. Just thorough challenge and a fun story, which Dark Souls games have so little of unless you break down all the written lore from what you can find. Yeah, yeah, they're not there for that, are they? They're, like you say, they're lore games, aren't they? Dark Souls games as opposed to story games. Dark Souls story is whatever is in your head when you read a half a sentence. That is what the Dark Souls uses instead of lore, yeah. I've never really liked that kind of... What would you call the Dark Souls lore? Can I set you on fire quickly and then just leave? Oh, that was dumb. That was slightly better, though. It's like... What would you call it? It's not hard fantasy, is it? There's like a level beyond hard fantasy where it's sort of... Like, because you'd never call it like Lovecraftian or anything, would you? There's probably some classification for whatever Dark Souls lore is, but it's like super like apocalyptic. I think Elden Ring's the same. dark fantasy where everything is It is, yeah. I mean, it literally is, but I don't know. It feels like there's an extra level. I think the fantasy that Dark Souls deals in is the fantasy that, you know, them shirts that you see with like wolves howling at the moon. They're like a metal festival lineup, but written down. Like Iron Maiden fantasy stuff. There are 2 wolves inside me. Come on, come over here and drown. A bit further. Thank you. I'm losing armour for this, though. This isn't terribly sensible, but if you're going to throw this many fucking enemies at me, I'm going to cheese it. High fantasy is things are going well, and you have dark fantasy, which is the opposite, I suppose. But yeah, yeah, there's a very particular type of cheesy that Dark Souls deals in, right? If you buy into it, I'm sure it's fun, but... There we go, and... Have you been in here? This is a lot of enemy. I was just thinking the same, actually, Chaz. This doesn't seem like somewhere I've been before, but I think this is where I got the shovel. Where the fuck did you go? Oh, you're there. Tried to go for that power attack dive thing, but it didn't work. And again. Okay, I don't need to start breaking them down, do I? I've got enough bones. Yeah, like I say, this feels like something I'd have been too chicken to... Fucking hell. I wonder if the enemies are more plentiful because we've beat the game. Damn, she took some chopping. I should have discovered this power attack more. Oh, fuck. I get that you're in a cave, but if I prefer seeing things, thank you very much, game. No, it's like this for a reason, 12. You do have flashlights and torches and all sorts, but you can't carry the torch and a weapon, so you use the flashlight, but I've just run out of batteries, basically. So this is like the low light starter light, and that's all I've got at the moment. Did I pick up any batteries while I was out? Do you know what I think this might be? This might be the cave where I had that massive fight in that room and couldn't escape. Sorry, couldn't look around me because the there was like 800 enemies. How the fuck? Okay, this is the 800 enemies I was thinking of. Don't need to be blind in your power fantasy. One thing I will say, actually, to this game's credit, is it's not a power fantasy, and that I very much appreciate about it. Maybe it's just the difficulty I'm playing on, but you never turn into this, like, zombie-slaying super demon. At least not with my skill level. I really shouldn't have just got myself seen. Did I not get myself seen? Yep. Yep, that's me seen. Can we make luring monkey bomb like in... Oh, I can make a trap, actually. That's good for just that. I should have done that, maybe. Ah, fucking hell, we're melee, you know it. Ah, fuck it. Fancy a challenge. Oh, I don't fancy a challenge. There's about 7 of them, though. Oh, God, that's too many. Fuck. That was silly. So many of the bitches. Want to come in here and get drowned again? Sounds like one of them's been shot. There goes another. Any more? Can't fucking see. There you go, 12. This is what it's usually like on the caving experience. I could make a trap, though, now you talk about it, Chaz, but it'll almost invariably a trap that gets stood in by yours truly. Alright, this is a gold cave, or a solarite cave. There is a chance that this had an artifact in it this whole time, and I just didn't find it. One survived? One survived. Whoa, whoa, whoa! That was a lot of my armor gone. Stop fighting me. Stop making that creepy noise as well. You actually fight me, please? Oh, that was... Okay, it's dead. Lovely. Right, lads. Do you know the location of any artifact fragments? This might be the most promising lead, because if I remember rightly, as to your point, Chaz, there were so many enemies in it last time that I just didn't get to fighting them all. This is the one where all the lights were visible in the distance. As janky as the game is, the atmosphere it creates, it's very good. I'll tell you what is good as well, the sound design is brilliant in this. And it was in the first game too. Yeah, it's cool. The darkness, as much as it's the frustrating factor, is very good at making the caves horrifying, right? And that's what we're here for. So it deserves credit there. Okay, there's a vagina monster. What are you? No. Right, let's just pray that this laptop is how you find... Okay, 2 vagina monsters. Shoot that one in the bottom. Let's just pray that this laptop is how you find... How the fuck did you see me? You've got no eyes, have you? Although these are creepy armor if I can kill them. That's a cool visual. One dead. This power attack tactic that I accidentally discovered at the start of yesterday's stream is massive. Just rushing the bastards. That's 2 of them killed. This is dumb. I suppose it smelled me. It's not even got a nose, though. Okay, I lost a bunch of creepy armor just to gain some creepy armor there. We have found a laptop. What if this laptop has the... See, is there any point in shooting something like this in the head? Sorry, yeah, let's just hope this laptop is the one thing we missed that would have given me the directions to the rest of the artifacts. Chaz, do you know you were asking... Do you know you were asking if I ever found the blue keycard? And I was like, no, and I still don't know how you get to the blue keycard. Apparently, if I'd have not run past all the enemies here and actually killed the fucking things, I would have found the blue keycard. It's in the cave where you get the shovel. Alright, game, I'll take it back. That was on me. That was so we did miss something. In my haste, I ran past the solution to my problem. Okay. You know what? Yep, I'll give the game that. So that might mean that there is a location for the other artifact fragments, if we just keep looking. Or something that tells us where they are. Oh, hello. Forgot you still existed. Oh! It's double of two speeds. One walk and crouch everywhere at a snail's pace, and 2 run past everything and ignore everything. True. Well, I had batteries that were wearing down and stuff. Do you expect me to go at a normal pace? Do you know what that actually points to? Maybe my disrespect of the game to some degree. Hang on. Have I gone around in a circle? Which way was the laptop facing? There. So there was a door over this way somewhere. Like a cave entrance. Fuck hell, it's midstream break time already. Where was that? Was it round here? Yes. Like in Valheim, you only ran away from danger. Any other time was walking across massive biomes. It's true, yeah. Because it was FCI, right? You sprint when there's a need to sprint, and any other time I'm just happy at a casual pace. Yeah, if I sprint everywhere, like, I feel like I'm disrespecting. I'm not respecting my time. That might sound backwards, but if I get the sense that I'm trying to get to the end as fast as possible, or like rushing to get things done, then I slowly start to not appreciate the things I'm doing. You want to get to the point in a game where you're enjoying it so much you're just living in it, right? And if I take my time and play things a bit steadier and a bit more of a... Hang on a minute, wait. It is anti-air, but I'm wondering how to do it. If I could drown a few of these enemies. But you can level your sprint in game. That was one downside of it. I wasn't running away as fast. But then, I guess it would be play the game in a way you don't enjoy to get better sprint. Well, that doesn't seem like a good trade-off. You don't plan on using mounts anymore in WoW. Yeah, I guess it feels more like understandable to use a mount in WoW, right? Because that is how your character would get across the world. It's more realistic to get on a horse to travel long distances than it is to... Are they both dead? Yeah. To do everything ever at full fucking sprint. Full sprint, imagine. Right, can I... With no mounts or flight points, that sounds like a nightmare, yeah. Yeah, no, it's... I don't know, I have a strange... Like, I have a base level immersion in games that if I can't do it, it drives me mad. Like, oh fuck, I didn't bring a stick down here. Of all things to not bring down, I didn't bring a stick so I can't save. Alright, I've waffled enough. Midstream break then. And then all of you that voted for caving, I hope you're fucking happy. Right, Chaz is in charge, everybody behave, keep it nice and silent, and you'll all get a gold star when I get back. Cheers. You know what, Chaz? Gold star for everybody. What's in this can? Right, off to the pubs, but we should be back for marbles. Roger that, 6-4. Enjoy. Right, well, you're all guessing that. This is the last forest. 90 minutes. On the channel. Until Forest 3 comes out. And I convinced myself that it'll be just as bad as all the others, but I'll play it anyway because I can't fucking help myself. Right, when do we stop caving and just go back to building the house? Hello? You alright in there? You alright? Yeah? Oh. Sothan says Cloudy Lemonade, August says Cloudy Lemonade, Paula says Professor Peppy Schmitz, good morning, says Black Lemonade, Boring Lemonade, Lundios, good afternoon, says Diet Coke, Chaz says Pain, Bear forgive me. Just a bit of spot of bother. Where did it go? Nice. Not so nice. Not so nice. Nice. Done. What was it? I don't remember coming through here. Nice. Okay, I actually could do with... Did I get any... No, I didn't. 12 says, Pepsi Max says, Fizzy Orange, Azar says, Ginger Beer. Mina, welcome to the stream, says, Ginger Beer. Trim says, Cum Guzzlers. What does that mean? Hello? It's like that scene in Skyrim where you charge up an attack on a dude trapped in a... Oh, fuck, I remember that, yeah. And I just hit the wall. Fuck this game. I think this is the cave. I suppose this is the only cave we're going to get a chance to look in, right? So we're kind of fucked regardless. Jam Wedge, welcome to the stream, says Pepsi Max Tropical. Salty says Aldi Pepsi. Jam Wedge, Mina, are you well? This is some good shopping, actually. Never mind. Oh my god, that is a lot of twats. 1 second, everybody. Let me just top up. The answer was, speaking of drinks, Cloudy Lemonade. Look at that. Sothan and Organ just jumped straight in there and got it on the first try. Good work, team. Out of that entire Skyrim playthrough, that's like one of the 2 things I remember out of all of it. What about Prisoner sat there on his own at the end with his wife in his little chair with his little Doomhaus shirt on? I'm gonna die down here. Actually, this I shouldn't be playing like this. But I've lost all respect for the game. Oh fuck. See, this is why I ran past everything last time. Stupid shit again. I didn't murder a wife and toss. That was Lydia, and she deserved it. That was a bit of a dumb. There was. I got the ebon blade. The ebon blade whispered to me, and it said, "You need to kill people." And I was sick of Lydia kicking my cheese around in the living room, so she had to go. There was that awkward period where I tried to shut her body in that back bedroom, and her foot poked through the door, and it was. No, not Lydia the cat. She's the good Lydia. Lydia the bastard. Excuse me, everybody. I'm just making 1,000 pieces of armour made of grass to try and survive the situation I've got myself in. Then we will make a couple of Molotovs with the remaining cloth. I don't feel like Fallout really had as much of the same sort of dumb shit that you could do as Skyrim. I don't know why. Like the possibility of bullshit. Okay, this is where I'm going. Hello? All of that armour I just made is worthless already. Fuck it. Brave. Dead. Okay, health's going down. I don't think we're getting out with this team. It's not looking good. Trouble is, Salty, they just keep running with the grenades. I'll just let my health go back up slowly. Bear with me. Yeah, I suppose the Molotov is the other option. Do I have stun? I never used the stun. Alright, let's use the stun baton. Does it need batteries? How does it work? How do you work stun baton? You're just a stick. Do we have to charge it or something, maybe? Is it just a stick? Okay. Alright, this might be the end. Unless I can squeeze through it. Try and get away. I think it worked. Or have I just gone backwards? You know what? How likely is it that we're actually going to find what we're looking for here? The artifacts. It was always going to be a bit of a random chance job, right? And the closer we get to the end of the stream, the less likely it is that we're going to actually find these things. Should we just go back and build a nice pleasant garden? This looks like I could cheese some shit here, though. You all dead? Everybody in here dead? Good. Fucking bodies are all piled up. Right, was there anybody still left out here that fancies a fight? I've got no batteries, so I can't find you. You're going to have to come and find me. And I'm very weak at the moment. Things respawn. If you have to look through here again, you'll have to deal with all the enemies again. I just don't have time though, Chaz. Like, regardless, this is going to be the last stream, so we were kind of thinking of something to do with our last, like, 90 minutes. I was thinking about that bear, actually. Oh, I've got some rope. That's good. We could Google it. Not do it, but Google it and just go back and build the base. Alright. How about this? If we're giving up, and it's not a part of beating the game because we've already done it, and we've got 90 minutes of the stream left, press 1 if you're listening to this now and you know how to locate the artifact fragments. Just if you know. I don't want to know what it is, or how, I just want to know if you know. Because we might not have anybody in here and we might have to Google it. No one? So what are the artifacts for if they're not to beat the game? I mean, the worry, Chaz, is that the artifact is something that we need to... Is this, I don't know if this is the way I've already come. Something that you use to... Because this is the way we came. Sorry, something that you use around just like a tool so you can stop the cannibals getting to the base, because that's what the artifact was at the end of the last game. It had no story relevance. All it was just a tool, so if you continue playing after the story, you could turn off the cannibals. This looks like a dead end. Is there a water in here that I can get down, maybe? Was this actually just a dead end? Yeah. Fuck, I've been fighting in here all this time for nothing. Where do the boards lead? Anywhere? No. Right, so if nobody knows, Shall we Google it? Given that the playthrough's done, and we've already picked. Oh, I've actually found my way here. Okay, so it wasn't a dead end. Alright, is there still enemies in here, or have I cleared them? Okay, there's something I can hear. Alright. I can explore this without enemies. They're just babies. Why are babies so hard to kill suddenly? There. Shows your teeth quick. Okay, there's just a baby down there. Right. I wanted to explore this area. This is where we found the shovel, but we found this, and I was like, whoa, look at that. Clear evidence of some kind of massive underground facility. So obviously your first thought is, let's go down and explore. But there's an invisible wall. I thought at the time, because I was about to die, that maybe there was like some press E to climb down, but there isn't. Cool visual. But I think that's all it is. I usually have to hit the babies in my area around 2 or 3 times to take them out before the parents get involved. You need a better axe, Chaz. Alright. I don't usually Google anything, but the game's finished, so I might do it. Are you ready? Are you ready to find out what we've missed and how you actually find the artifacts? How do you Google this? How is the player supposed to, you won't see it on screen, to know where the artifact fragments are in Sons of the Forest? Instead of crawling through wikis, we'll find somebody actually asking it. Yeah, there we go. Ready. Alright. This is a thread. Are there clues to help find all the artifact parts? At the moment, I have 5 out of 7 artifact pieces, very much like me, but absolutely no idea where the 2 I missed could be. I've found 41 of all 50 notes, but none of them, just by the way, I'm not going to go and get this. This is me giving up and just not doing it. None of them seem to give any hints. One note says, found the artifact and broke it into pieces, but it doesn't say where the pieces went. Just curious if there are more references to the artifact I missed. This is the perfect thread. Are there in-game clues? Oh god, the top comment says, original poster asks, are there any in-game clues for the artifacts? And everyone in the comments says, here is a guide. Fucking modern gaming. A note in a hut says there's something in the caves, as in something common to many of them, if not all, but it might refer to solar fight or monsters. Then again, for it to be referred to as something, it must not be too easy to identify. There's also a note saying the piece isn't here, this is the wrong cave, we found that, and another note has the artifact parts drawn on, mentions finding it and breaking it into 6 parts. Just look in the caves on the map that you haven't visited. I spent a good 10 minutes throwing myself at the invisible wall, angrily yelling at the game here, yeah. Yeah, this guy linking a guide, linking the wiki, the fucking Reddit, honestly. Google Sons of the Forest interactive map. The last part can only be obtained once you've completed the story. As for the others, there are useful sites you can find by Google. Modern gaming it's dead. I think games are being designed. Use your eyeballs, check this out, and a link to a fucking guide. Fuck me. I found the something that is similar in caves. What's that, Paula, sorry? Alright, what else is it? How to craft the artifact. Artifact locations, all 7-part locations, all locations, guides to the fucking Do you know what? AI mode. Yeah, what's the something it's referring to, Paula? Yeah. In Sons of the Forest, finding artifact fragments depends heavily on environmental storytelling and exploration rather than explicit map markers. The developers intended for players to find these pieces organically while exploring caves for essential story items like the rebreather or the rope gun. This is why AI is winning. If you're looking for fragments without using an external guide, watch for specific visual signals like wooden crosses, barricade passages, and gold and metal decorations. In-game notes provide cryptic hints. The pieces are resting below, for example. The final 7th piece, yeah. Alright, so it seems like... So it's the gold plating, Polar, right? So there's something below. Is there a clue that leads you to the gold plating in every cave, then? So... I guess at this point, if you want the artifact, whatever it is and whatever it does, the game or the developers are expecting you to just do this and search every single cave, right? Every nook and every cranny. Weird. What was the bug, Paula, that you thought I'd encountered? Paula thinks that might possibly we've had a bit of an issue with the game. Well, if I've given up looking for it, do we Google what it does? As I say, I would never do this for a game that I cared about, but this game just leaves you cold, right? You were supposed to get a credits roll after the cinematic scene after you made your decision to either stay on the... What? So if I decided to stay on the island, credits were supposed to roll, but they never did. Either... Oh... Because the screen did go black, didn't it? Did it? I've just beat Halo 2 in the last, 48 hours as well, so I'm confused. But... Because of Gemini. See, if it had given me the fucking credits and then sent me back into the world and said, now you can carry on playing the game at your own leisure, then I'd have been like, yeah, pretty good, and have gone back to the house and would have enjoyed a fond farewell and... Okay, that is unfortunate. Again, I don't think anybody's here has played this. I know you have, Kitten, as you say, but you were led by somebody following a guide. Weird. Alright, press 1 to Google what the artifact does. While I try and find the exit to this cave. You don't have that answer. I don't remember half the shit you're talking about, yeah. I'm supposed to get out this way, aren't I? Is it not this way? Oh, this is where I came out with the... This is where I landed after sliding, isn't it? So how the fuck do I get out of here? I want to get out so I can go back and build the base. I was having fun at the start of the stream. Good hint. Oh no, it's fucking Reddit, honestly. It's a flower pot for your base. Do we Google? Just what it does. I've given up hoping. Oh, this might be the way, actually. I just want to build me a little garden with Kelvin. Hello, babies. This surely takes me to some kind of exit. Alright, alright. When we get to the surface, we'll give it a Google. I wonder where the two I don't have are. I don't know what ones I do have. Weirdly. That was an old count. I can save. Can I? Okay, I've got a tarp now. I always had a tarp, but I should have a stick now. What? No, don't give me a dead end. I wanted to go home. Hello, babies. That was flammable as they are in real life. Is this a dead end and I can't get out? I want to go home. I want to go back to Kelvin. This looks different though. These aren't. No, these are just normal skeletons and not the golden ones. Alright, so the worst case scenario. Oh, here we go. We're out. Okay. Nice. The worst case scenario is that it's just a thing to turn the cannibals off like it was in the first game. The best case scenario is that it potentially leads to the end of the story, but that then puts the player in the position of having to search every pixel of the island to try and find the ending, which would stink. I'm Googling. What does the artifact in Sons of the Forest do? The artifact has 7 pieces, last of which can only be found. It uses solarite ore as a source, which is what you reload with it. The artifact has 4 uses. What? Coating buildings. Okay, the artifact starts off in painting and activating mode to switch to Alright, mode 1. Coating buildings in solarite. This can be used on most, if not all, buildings and structures, so you can paint the fucking buildings gold. 2. Teleportation. For this, you'll need to find and build the teleporter pad blueprint. This is not AI either. Next, you need to charge the pad. After that, you can use it to quickly teleport yourself back to the pad with a short animation. Use Hearthstone. Useful. It repels cannibals and mutants. For this, you'll need to find and build the Repel Shrine blueprint. You'll need to place 6 solarite and use the artifact on it. And it generates solarite ore. For this, you need to find and build the solarite generator blueprint. Next, you need to use it on the generator, which will continue to slowly generate solarite ore. That's useful. But it's not story related by the look of things. I've just read you can use a command to go directly to the locations. I'm sure you can, Jamwedge. You picked the keep playing the endless sandbox ending again. I did, yeah, but we had the feeling that we were doing, but I was just looking... The thing is, I was just hoping for credits. I could teleport and get the thing. Now, I think... I appreciate it, Jamwedge, but I think you may be right. It might be a bit... Like, if I don't want something if I've had to Google to get it. It was just information on the way out that I was mostly looking for, but that was tempting for a second. Yeah, I think maybe we'll just... let's just go back to base. Let's just go home. That's how you got to them. It's shit. What, you... So, as a new player, you played with a group and they just teleported around and got all the artifact fragments with commands. Shit. Okay, and you've not played Sons of the Forest, have you? That's dumb. That's completely imposing your gameplay preferences on other people. Yeah, you built the base, yeah, but as in terms of the game, yeah. I mean, the obvious woo-woo answer is everybody can play the game how they want, I'm sure. And that is true. But at some point, are you even playing it, right? Alright, well... If your favourite playthrough you've ever watched on this channel, whatever it might be, was a 10, what was it like watching this? It's not actually been that. There's been some pretty good stuff gone on during this playthrough, I think. But I don't know how much of it was like the game's fault. Alright, Kelvin. Oh my I forgot to set Kelvin busy to... I love you, Kelvin. Good work. That's exactly what I needed from you. Jesus. Told them since I committed to playing the game that I would do it how they wanted, but next time either don't ask me if they're going to do it like that, or ask me and don't use a guide or command to play the game, yeah. So then it just didn't even tell you they were going to... That's weird. And of course I'm not judging the idea of playing with guides or anything like that, but... Yeah. Forcing that into somebody as a new first playthrough is dumb. Don't know why they were using a guide, it was their 5th session in. I suppose if you've used a guide for everything, then the knowledge isn't yours, right? So you've got to keep needing to use guides. Oh, 5th session. Sorry, I thought you said 5th playthrough. I'm with you. So they're their first playthrough too. I will never understand it. Right then, any recommendations for the building? Does anybody want a lighthouse? A hot tub? Sothan, do you want a sex veranda? It's not repairing. Maybe it's beyond repair. Thank you, Kelvin. Chaz would like a flying submarine. Do you want an underwater lighthouse? Kelvin, I need 4 sticks, friend. The corners of the building don't look right. And it gives you no indication that it's either needs repairing or repaired. You just have to belt stuff and hope it's working. Look at me, I'm just out here repairing. Oh, I'm having such a good repair. Shaggy Dan, good morning. A shaggy shed. I've kind of built a shaggy shed, honestly. It's not the most convincing building ever. Built some, plant some yarrow as well next. That's yarrow, right? That's chicory. But yarrow looks like it's there. I do like the building, though. I like the building, I just wish you needed to do it. What else can you build? I built all this demonic shit and never had a use for it. Kelvin, I need 2 more sticks. Is it that much to ask? You did well while I was away, but I was expecting a bit more productivity from you, Kelvin, honestly. Like, I could try building a proper roof on it, but it's kind of pleasant as it is. How do you build roofs in this? I could build the takeoff point. Can you build ladders? It's a dumb question. Surely you can build ladders. Ladders up to the roof and then the takeoff point. Imagine. Does anybody want a rabbit hutch? Or a houseboat? Look, Bear, look. Is this how we end the game? Again, like the first game. We just get in the houseboat and just ride it off to sea. Fuck, I think it... Kelvin, I've got a job for you. We're going to end this shite like we ended the first one. Kelvin? We're off on an away mission, me and you. We're going home. Follow me. Yeah? Good. Oh, more than you know, Satan. Satan, welcome to the stream. Right, Kelvin, we're going to leave this base. This is for Virginia to live in now, right? She's going to have to learn to forage for herself. But me and you, we're leaving. Turns out, Satan, I couldn't find it, so we actually did a Google. There is no way to find it. You just have to get lucky. So the artifact, all it does is some cool stuff for the sandbox after you've finished. Kelvin, we're off. Come with me. We're going to build ourselves a houseboat and live happily ever after together. Take them after you. Double bullshit, yeah. So, we're going to go to the coast. We're going to build a houseboat. And we're going to get out of here. This is the last time we'll see the house. It didn't do too badly, did it? It served us alright. We built Virginia a nice warm fire. She's got a bed to sleep in. She's got a chair. She's got plants and herbs planted upstairs. It wasn't too bad. Fantastic, and for that you missed the ending. I mean, honestly, we could even... Should we watch the ending after? Come on, Kelvin, we're going home. Goodbye, base. I barely used you because it was mostly winter. I'll see you in the next life. I don't know whether I want to watch it or just Google what happens. I don't know. We'll find out when it's time. This is where we find out that while we made that choice to stick with Kelvin and stick with Virginia, they'd have got on the fucking boat anyway. Is Kelvin taking too many... actually, now you've said that, Satan. For those that weren't playing many video games in the 90s, that was an option in every fucking game for some reason. Still no idea why that took off so much. Nice bit of a throwback. I was hoping for a story tie saying that Virginia was the end boss of the final game, but it was fun to watch. It had its moments. Yeah, it did. And it looks beautiful. Still might be the best natural world in terms of realism and stuff. Maybe Valheim has more style or whatever, but it's a good looking game. Credit to the engine, I suppose. And then, I suppose there's a bit of direction that's gone into it as well, right? They had to make the island. Yeah, it's a good looking game. Combat felt a lot better in this. You didn't just swing the fucking katana at everything. But, as usual, did the cannibals mean anything to the plot? No. Who was in the helicopters that were circling? No idea. Who shot us down? No confirmation. Probably Zhang, but it's hard to say. Where did the spaceship come from? Golden City? But if that's true, then what was the Golden City? Where did the armour come from? Who are the people in the Golden City? Have we had... you know what I mean? Yeah, I suppose we could do a spoiler... lift the lid on spoilers and just have a debrief now. Any objections, anybody? Does me and Kelvin leave the island? A Lovecraftian future, maybe? Yeah, possibly. It's an alternate dimension, right? But I don't know what. We're just left with questions, aren't we? And not in a good way. Seemed like a good time for it. I'm not sure how much more we're going to get out of the game, yeah. Just wanted to watch the ending without spoiling, otherwise no objection. I suppose I suppose we could watch the ending. Get it set up properly. Come on, Kelvin. Right. We're getting out of here. And we're doing so in a houseboat. Just like we did the first... I forgot we did this for the end of the first game. Don't get your feet wet, Kelvin. We've got a lot of work to do in the next sort of 25, 30 minutes. Trouble is, though, it cuts out the story spoiler discussion that we were about to have. I suppose we could watch it now. Fucking hell, I just want to put a houseboat down in an area where it can sail, but the sea's so shallow here. Right. Can I put it here? No? Fucking hell, what's going on? If I put it here, is it going to be able to sail? If not, we'll just alt F4 in the game, right? Okay, that's deep enough. Right, how many logs do I need? 106. Kelvin! I'm sorry, friend, I've got a lot of work to do. Get logs and drop them here, please. We need to quickly set up some infrastructure, and I need rope, and I don't have any. Oh fuck! Is this a houseboat speedrun suddenly? And he's dawdling as well. Am I going to be able to build this in time? We'll be fine. We've got 45 minutes to speedrun a houseboat. First job, first tree. Fact. What am I fanning about out here? Give me this. 9. We don't have anything on 9. Right, then with this, I'm picking up 2 logs. Kelvin, what's the fucking problem? What's the issue here, Kelvin? Hello? Unless we do this here. Yeah, I should do it here, shouldn't I? Alright. Plant that. Kelvin, go get some fucking logs. Then I run over here. We delete this. If I don't get this done in time, we have to leave the island. We have to stay on the island. Can I delete the schematic? Good. Where am I going to get rope from? What's he doing fucking about down there? Kelvin, this way. He's completely bewildered. Is this water deep? Yeah, this is a much better location to do this. Houseboat, bang. Turn it around so I can just drive it off into the sunset when the time comes. Right, Kelvin, come over here. Next. We rope gun. This is where I don't have an opposite end for the rope gun. Now the log's going to be able to manage that. If Kelvin comes up here, then suddenly we're cooking with gas. Come on, Kelvin. We've got work to do with a really shitty chainsaw. Just dropped a fucking log on my own suede. They always fall. The second it snaps, it falls in that direction, right? I don't think Kelvin's going to be able to get up this hill, is he? That's half of 116. 58, right? He's here. Right. Wait. Kelvin. Talk to me. Stop. Stop eating berries, you lazy little bitch. Get logs and drop them here. Deal? Yeah? Good. What was I saying? I'm making some really interesting point. Yeah, 58 logs. This just gives sticks, I think, but I need sticks as well. The hard part's going to be getting rope. Does this clear that? Yeah, we're good. No. Things you do for bear, honestly. Next minute is The Long Dark. There's full story mode in it now, so we're going to go just play the whole thing. Finally finish a journey that has taken... How long? I think I first played that in 2016 or something. But first I need to build... I can't actually use my own zipline. I need to build this houseboat and then we're leaving. Calvin has 22 feet of rope in him. Shaggy down, what does that mean? What is that emote as well? See, we're giving the game an ending like Subnautica got, right? Where you finally escape at the end with Gary, you're a fish, and live happily ever after. Gary without a question mark. Where am I going to get rope from? I'm worried about this rope situation. Kelvin, what are you doing down here? Actually, I should say, the next game is completing the rally in my winter car. Sorry, I should have said that, but that means that Fridays will then become the Long Dark. But once the rally's done, then that will be full time. Then I don't know what's after that. Minecraft? Kelvin, you are a moron. Come here. Actually, you're fine. There's loads here now. Logs. Gary, on the other hand, is the biggest of bitches. Gary question mark for certain. God, I'm in a hurry now, though. Right, I've only used 6 minutes, and we're almost ready. If I can get this built in time and find some rope in time, then we'll watch the other ending. I feel a bit odd about it. I don't know why I've got reservations. Is he actually going down to the bottom of the hill to go? I think some logs have fallen off and he's tidying those up for us. Right, we're down to 88. We need 44 logs. Which is doable. I need to get some more shots while I'm up here, but I'm just worried that stuff down there despawns. I think because I'm chopping so many that Kelvin is just picking up what I've chopped. Look, he's going down to my pile down there and bringing them back up again. You can't ask him to chop logs, you can only ask him to get logs. Ow. Quickly. $84. We need 42. 41. How many sticks? 6, that's fine. We got that. Wait, question. Can you even get Kelvin on this boat, or we're going to have to leave him behind because he's too stupid to make this tiny little step to get on it? What do we like more, houseboat or Kelvin? Dad or chips? Fucking morons picking up the stuff that... I need him up there cutting logs, not stealing them. Kelvin. Jesus. How is he off? Start cutting some more trees down. I've managed to render the most useless character in survival gaming more useless. I'm proud of myself somewhat. Okay, next one. There's the fuck, it's the snow powder and it falling off the trees. $62 planks, so that's 30. No, 16. 36. You know what I'm on about. Okay, logs. Fucking Stumbler, calm down. Logs. 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 Never learnt maths on account of having a calculator in my pocket at all times. Cannibals howling away in the woods. Don't worry, cannibals. We'll be out of your hair soon. And there he goes off to go tidy up the logs that is not supposed to be tidying up. Good work, Kelvin. It might actually be better for me to stop him down here and tell him to bring logs to this location, right? Because he's not going to go shopping if I'm up there shopping. Kelvin! Stop, 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 stop. Get logs and drop here. Yeah? Not the logs that are already here. New logs. Are you gonna turn around and drop the... Would anybody have any objection to me just leaving him? I think I've changed my mind on Kelvin. I should have gone with Timmy. Fuck, I made a mistake. Stumbler, I found logs, I'm helping. Fuck, he's just gonna move them around. I should be off finding rope while he finishes this. But no. Kelvin's too fucking brain dead. How dare you? He's done all you've asked. What more do you want, you psychopath? I want help. I want him to do the right thing. He's currently doing the right thing on a technicality. Kelvin, it's a cannibal. We've been fighting cannibals this entire journey. Go kill it. Alright, his brain's broken now because he can't move stuff from one place to another. All he ever wanted is your love. You have treated him like he's some kind of puppy. He's just banged his head. Ooh, hello, golden cannibals. Where the fuck did you come from? No armour on. No rope. I mean, well, top health... No, I can't even top health up, so I'm running out of heals. Yeah, I know. Damn, look at that armour, though. Ooh, okay, this guy might... This is going to take some fucking killing. As long as the other one leaves me alone briefly. Ow! 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 Ooh, shit, 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 shit. He loses his hearing and is now basically a puppy. I mean, what else are we going to use it on, right? Frankly. I think the problem is on the user end if Kelvin isn't doing exactly as you said. He is, but on a technicality, as I say. Damn, this hammer, by the way, it's gold shit. Can you even... Oh, can I break its legs, maybe? What the fuck is going on here? Well, that's one arm gone. Kelvin, logs. The threat's gone. Hello, ma'am. I'm sorry about what I just did to your friend. But not that sorry. $11 logs to finish the plank section, then I need another 5. I left all these up here. Did I leave these up here? Oh my... Thank you, Kelvin. That might be 11. Nine. But oh shit! But then I need the other 5, don't I? So I need a couple more trees. Sticks, I think we've got. No, 4 more sticks, but that's very easy to fix. Famous last words, I acknowledge. Kelvin's down there moving logs around. Apparently it's my fault, according to Sophie. I will say it's a bit of a shame that I've just started to enjoy the combat as the game's ended. Maybe that's a bit on, that's very much on me for taking advantage while we had it. Just does whatever you tell it to. Sorry, Kelvin. Poor guy. Sothan's he's got me shouting in one ear, he's got Sothan dehumanising him in another. What do you mean I don't get to take the high road, do you? You can fucking deal with him, I'm leaving him. And stay on the island for that guy. There is a very real possibility that he can't get on the raft anyway and stays anywhere. How is taking logs back up top? I am a bit worried about this rope problem, though. Where are we going to get rope from? If I can find a cannibal camp nearby, then that's our solution. But again, I've got no armour. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, more combat. Are you right behind me? No. Another gold-headed... Are you going to be susceptible to a grenade? That's going to blow up my zipline post, isn't it? Yep. The guy did fall down, though. 2 for 1. That's his arm gone. You lads, you fancy it? Didn't think so. Are you severely injured by any chance? No? Is this your boss? Can you... Oh, well, there's not your boss anymore. And we keep on working, so that's one final log. What was it just offering me to eat? Did I kill a turtle there? Did that grenade blow a turtle up? And it was just offering me to eat the... Oh, mussels. Oysters, I should say. Like that, like that. That. I did 1 stick and 2 rope. Fast. Can I build a bed in here? Fuck. It's not going to let me sleep here, is it? That's for certain. There comes Kelvin. I've not saved in a long time. That's not Kelvin, that's a cannibal. I wonder if I can follow cannibals back to their hulls. Come on, lead me home. Take me to your camp. I need some rope. I'm kind of anxious now that I'm not going to get this houseboat built. I need 2 sticks. And a stick and 2 ropes. Lead me to your camp. Lead me to your camp. This is me saying please. Fuck. I don't know where there are cannibal camps around here. There you go, Chaz. I'm sprinting in a video game now just for you. Are they marked? I think there is one on this river opposite from the entertainment bunker, but that's quite a walk in the middle of the night. Any final goodbyes for the island before we make our exit? Get a torch out just to stay warm. Can't even sleep at the house, can I? Because it won't let me. Any cannibals? Who this?
Good game, shit story. If you want a good story, you should Sotan's Doomhaus fan fiction.
You should what? Read. Martin, welcome to the stream and thank you for the bits. Good effort. Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road, where the dogs of society howl. Can't plant me in your penthouse. I'm going back to... I've not got a plough. Kelvin is essentially a farmyard implement, which is why it's not a problem to leave him behind. It's a little bittersweet thinking of singing Elton John songs this week, right? You provided everything but a good story, Island, you did. Thank you for trying, but ultimately failing. Right, where is this cannibal camp? I suppose I could gain some elevation and use the glider to find smoke. Right, this is the entertainment, but I tell you what I can do while we're here. The entertainment bunker, I can get in there and sleep. So we can get to morning. Even the E Island would have been a better story. I mean, we've got more of a conclusion here than we'll ever get there, though, Bear. Right, fucking sleep. Sleep. Is there any rope in here? That would be good. If you could give me some rope, game. No rope. Rope. That was wire. Batteries. Rope. Rope. Look at this stuff, by the way. No fucking answer as to whatever the semen shit is all over the ceiling. I'm going to have a quick run through here and hope I can find some rope, but I've got not a lot of hope of rope. No, we're not finding rope in here, are we? We need a cannibal camp. Go! There's just no scope for rope. No scope, no hope. Not even for the Pope trope. Right, MRE. If you just joined it, everybody, I'm quickly trying to build a houseboat because the game's not giving us an ending, so we're inventing our own. Cup. That's so deliciously like 2021 for you, from you, so I thought I like it. Right, go, run, fast, bang. Go beyond. Fucking cats. Right, up the island. You expect it, yeah. It's nice though, because we get to quote cats when we're saying it instead of anything else. Right, I need elevation so I can find smoke. Find smoke, we find a cannibal camp. Find a cannibal camp, we find rope. Find rope, we build the last thing, we abandon Kelvin, fuck that guy, and we set off on our new history. I'm sorry, to our new future. Sorry, I said history because of the Burnley news. Right, is this elevation enough to get a lift off? It's not, is it? Cannibal camp! I need 2 rope. Maybe we'll do a little dig down and find some rope under here. I'm fast running out of time. If I don't get this done, we're stranded on the island forever. Is it actually going to ask me to... Game. I get that you're giving me the prompt to dig these up, but they're already... Right, smoke. Any smoke. Nope. Ah! 21 minutes remaining. Not even. 19 minutes remaining. This might be elevation enough to get a lift off. I need to see the smoke coming. I mean, that sounds like there's one close, but I don't know if I want to risk it. Can I get elevation here? Enough to just, like, fly out? Good. No. Fucking hell. I just need to keep running east. What happens if you can't leave the island in time for marbles? Then that's it. That's the ending. What was that? We'll just have to go to sit down in the snow and accept our fate, I suppose. Right, why? Like, when you're just playing the game normally, you can't move for cannibal camps. And they're just a massive issue. I've been followed. Yeah, I am. Mate, where do you live? Take me to where you live. Can I do the... a head at one point? I suppose not. I'll do the thing of showing them their own friends. Right, where is there a cannibal camp? As I say, I've got a vague memory of one being over the river from the entertainment bunker. But it doesn't feel terribly reliable. Jesus. We've got to leave the island by boat. And if we do, we'll watch the other ending. How about that? That'll be our reward. I suppose that there was some rope down here, wasn't there? At least one. If that's respawned, which I think it does. There might actually be some rope up top as well. By the crashed helicopter. If you just join in, I need 2 rope to finish off the boat. We're going to beat the game by getting on and sailing away from the island. But my stupid challenge has hit a snag. I can't find rope. Right, smoke. You can see smoke in winter, can't you? I don't mean in real life, obviously. This whole map is usually littered with cannibal camps. Just keep running up the mountain. It's our only option. So you can usually see the smoke in game, even in the winter period. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to, thinking about it. It'd be nice if I could just stumble upon a cannibal camp as well. 15 minutes remain to get this done. Is this enough height to get out? I can't get above the canopy of the trees with the glider enough to start being able to properly scout for smoke. And I need to also get... I forgot how dumb it is. You just climb sheer faces. That might be good enough elevation, but if I pull the trigger too early, then we're fucked. Alright, be careful of stamina. Have I got any energy drinks left? 1. The effort of building this boat so we can finish the game is going to take all of this fucking supplies. Right, this is going to have to do. Glider, equipped, jump, and pray we find some smoke. Okay, this is good. This is good. Do they not build campfires in winter? Oh, my hopes and dreams. Tell you what though, we are near the base. I do know where there's at least one cannibal camp, but it's going to have to require us going back to our home base and then making the most panicked flight back to the houseboat possible. You say that, man. I don't actually know what the name of the island is. Nor do we know what the name of the peninsula was in the first game. Alright, we're going to have to do this the hard way then. Right, has the rope here respawned or are we fucked? What's our options now? We've got 12 minutes to find 2 rope. Do I have anything at the base that's made of rope? Is the bed made of rope? Zip lines aren't made of rope, are they? What else? What could be made of rope? Maybe some of the bullshit contraptions we made were made of rope. Imagine. Alright, I said we weren't going to see the base again. What if the chair's made of rope? Is anybody emotionally attached to that chair? We considered doing it just now, Martin, but nobody's really got much to say about it. If anybody's got anything they'd like to mention about the Sons of the Forest, now's the time to do it, I suppose. Were you made of rope? There was no rope in you at all, was there? Or was there? No, skulls and stuff. You? No. Any rope in you? No? Any rope anywhere, anyone? Any rope? Does it actually launch you then, the glider launcher thinking? I don't think the bed had... No, none of this had fucking rope in it, did it? Duct tape, as we can see. So the glider launcher actually launches you, is that true? Ah, fuck it then. Given the presence of the vines in the forest, I'm a little surprised you can't make rope relatively easily. I know. Alright, I don't think we're going to find rope, although... At least I don't need rope. Oh, I need turtle shells, so I can't even make that. How good would that have been? Part of me considered then making this really quickly. And then... Found the alternate end. It's in 9 minutes here. I mean, if this was the only, if this was fun, do we try it? And we'll just sail off as far out to sea as you can get. Okay, I need fucking planks, don't I? Do I have the 4 wire that I need? Yeah. I need a log. Okay, there's one. Do you want to watch the Forest and Sons of the Forest Explained in another similar video, and I'm still none the wiser. The story we kind of get, it's just like baffling gameplay decisions that kind of threw me for the most part. Right, you're coming down. Sorry, bird box. Hello? Nope, apparently that's not a thing I can do. I need something to break down. You. 4 turtle shells. 8 minutes to find 4 turtle shells, then we're just going to sail off over the horizon. We'll maybe stick the alternate ending in Discord or something after the fact, if that's alright with everybody. We're running out of time. I just want something that feels like a satisfying ending. A last little bit of fun. Right, quickly. To the sea. Watch it be one of them shit-ass situations where you can only carry 2 turtle shells at a time. 7 minutes remain. Right, turtles. Are turtles going to be around in winter? If they're not, that could be our next disappointment. Any turtles? It's not looking good. Starfish, seagulls, turtles. Turtle. Was that a turtle or was that just some rubbish? Did I just see a rock and think it was a turtle? It was a fucking hellfire. Can't get rope for the houseboat. Can't get turtle shells for the big twanger thing. Game would... Oh. Did OBS just really struggle then, or am I seeing things? Because that wasn't in-game. I just saw OBS in the corner of my eye chugging away. I'm going to tell me that you saw a rock and thought it was her. She's here somewhere. She's listening. No, it wasn't frame dropping, Martin. It was OBS was struggling to actually put the gameplay on screen. Frames dropping is something specific. Yeah, that was just... Yeah, there she is. Alright, I don't think I'm going to be able to find any, am I? I suppose we can't get the boat ending because I can't find rope. We can't get the twang up in the air ending because I can't find turtle shells. So I suppose... I tried to fight a rock though if memory serves. Slops definitely did. Kelvin, I don't know where you are, but I hope you finish the houseboat and get out of here safe. Virginia, I don't know where you are, but I hope you enjoy the house we've left for you. Goodbye to the bunkers. Goodbye to the cannibals. The crashed helicopters. The live helicopters. Goodbye to the golf course, and the mutants, and the caves, and the rope I never found. Goodbye to the artifact. And goodbye to the pretty shit story. You were not as good as the first game, but also better than it in a lot of regards. Goodbye, Sons of the Forest. I should have played the Long Dark. I don't know what it's going to do. I don't know how far it's going to let me go. Pretty much Dougie Air just tried to find some kind of ending, but it wasn't to be. So we're just going to sail all the way back to the mainland. Goodbye, Sons of the Forest. I mean, if this just drops me off, we'll do it, or I'll just get eaten by a shark as the canon ending. The thing about rocks is they're unlikely to fight back, but if they do, you die. Am I actually moving? Yeah. Well, we tried. And the fucking I don't want the rebreather on, but I can't take the rebreather off. Can we have a shark? A shark would be nice, game. Why can't you unequip the rebreather? I can't even drown, can I? A shark. A nice shark. Come see us. Come on, sharks, you've got 2 minutes. Yeah, the opening credits of Subnautica 2 just pop up on screen. Can we have a shark at least end it? I'm desperately trying to end this. I can't get my inventory open because I'm swimming, so I can't only equip the rebreather. So I can't drown. I'm stuck against an invisible what? Shark, please? The other dumb thing is this is reminding me of those moments in Outer Wilds. I'm not going to spoil anything, but do you know the moments where we were like exploring and got stuck or trapped or stranded, and as our air thing just slowly faded out? But we're not in Outer Wilds. Well, I think our protagonist is going to stay here and wait until he dies of shark-related death, or drowning, or... Now I've got myself out here, I can't even throw a grenade at myself. I mean, there is a chance that I don't have any more gas balls for the rebreather. Here it comes.
What on earth did I come back to?
Okay, that was the forest. Thank you all for joining. That was Sons of the Forest. I couldn't even fucking find it. It didn't give us an ending. So I tried all stream to find an ending. It didn't give us that. So I tried to invent an ending, and I couldn't even get that done. So I just flew out to the edge of the map. Then I bounced off the outside wall like fucking Truman Show. That didn't satisfy me, so I thought, alright then, I'll just drown myself. But I can't take the rebreather off, and I've got unlimited fucking canisters of reap, so I'm just stuck down there with no... Does that count on giving up on a game? Nah, we beat it. I actually beat Crackdown as well, so then. I didn't give up on Crackdown. Right, thank you all for joining for Sons of the Forest. A very topsy-turvy game of some good moments and some bad moments, and again, the ending just fizzled out because apparently, according to Paula, I got a bug, which meant that I didn't get the credits because I was supposed to get some. If we'd have got those credits, we could have just gone back to the house and lived happily ever after, but no. Shit. Right then, tomorrow is a short stream while you're all listening. I'm glad I remembered this. Tomorrow is a short stream. It's an hour shorter than normal, so Marbles will be an hour earlier. Important to you guys looking to get your Eurovision qualifications, so an hour earlier is when Marbles will be going on. The video I watched said there was credits. How when the whole playthrough was set up with me saying, can we find some satisfying credits, right? I was so excited to be like, yes, we're going to get some closure. They'll have learned from their mistake. They put fucking credits in this one, and they bugged and I didn't get them. If you're in the Doomhaus Discord and you'd like to take part in today's Marbles, you must simply type the password, and the password for today is disappointing. Fucking hell. Yes, that's Drew64. Tomorrow I think we'll do My Winter Car. It'll be a short stream, but don't worry, because Monday to Friday becomes My Winter Car until I have completed the Junior Cup Rally. And then on Fridays, I'm going back to a game I love.
Good thing we never got our hopes up.
The Long Dark, which is a survival game, but it's a meaty one, has just had its entire story completed and put in the game. So I'm going to play that on a Friday. And then when the Junior Cup's done, we're then, you know what I mean? Right, we've got Paula for the Greens, Kelly for the Greens, Sothan for the Greens, Katz for the Greens, Azar for the Greens, Alkarion, good morning, for the Oranges. Let's take your Gamma up then. It, oddly, is not actually a dark game. But it's a hyper-realistic survival game. Satan for the Oranges, Salty for the Oranges, Augur for the Greens, Bear for the Greens, Long, Dark and Meaty, Lundios for the Greens, Fisty for the Greens, Jamwedge for the Greens, Tag Slack, welcome to the stream. See what we did there for the Oranges. Martin for the Greens, Keaton for the Oranges, Mina for the Oranges. Come on, right? I did get my hopes up, though. You're right, Azar, a little bit. Myra, good morning for the Oranges. 6-4 for the Greens. Schmitz for the oranges. Dougie for the greens. Azzy, welcome to the stream for the oranges. I just bought that game. I watched a playthrough of it ages ago, but I still remember nothing. It's finished now, yeah. So it's and I think we'll do it. We'll play through the whole fucking thing. Right. 23 miles into the race. First person, and Shaggy down for the oranges. First person to begin with notice as I've go. We have Polar looking to catch Augur. We also have Augur here today, so Augur could go a few points clear. We also have 6-4, Shaggy Dan, and is there anybody else of that group that needs to get their second point to qualify? A lot of people needed to get their first as well. We've got Polar, Kelly, Sothan, Katz, Azar, Alkirion, Satan, Salty, Augur, Bear, Lundios, Fisty, Jamwedge, Tagslack, Martin, Mina, Mindright, 6-4, Schmitz, Dougie, Azzy, and Shaggy Dan. 10 oranges and 13 greens, 23 marbles. Polar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks the level. I thought that was Paul Purgatory for a split second, and my heart was in my bumhole. Never mind a second point, you need a first one. Right, 23 marbles enter the race. Best of luck to everybody. Mindright is the record holder. In this that could potentially qualify, we have Shaggy Dan and 6-4. If they get a point, they relegate Martin to the non-qualified section below the Eurovision line. Augur wins this, he goes X amount of points clear. Polar needs to try and catch him. Who else is in second tied with Polar? Is it Mina? Yeah, Polar and Mina. If either of those get 1 point, they go one behind Augur. But Satan for the oranges takes the lead. Current scores, I should say, are 65 to 55. So the oranges need points from somewhere. 1 point would be nice. He's doing worse than last year. You had a not bad second half of the year, right there. Poor Martin. Well, for the last couple of streams, it's been somebody I didn't... couple of weeks, it's been somebody I didn't know that was about to get... I mean, this could change things. Martin is in the lead for the greens. He needs to get a good drop, though. And he has. Imagine Martin does this now after I've been using him as the yardstick for relegating for the Eurovision qualifications. This would see him probably qualify. Janwed's looking for his first point of the year, has taken a fall. Lundios goes as well. Does Martin get hammered? He doesn't. Enters the dumpster. Doesn't get stuck on the first obstacle. Mina of all people on that side. 6-4's arriving too. Mina for the oranges breaks out ahead of 6-4 on this side for the greens. Martin falls behind. Kelly goes to the moon. Tagslack also takes a big chop. Polar dead. Augur doesn't have to worry about getting caught by Polar, but Mina could get him here. Schmitz is out. Everybody's getting hammered back there. Azar takes a fall. 6-4's trying to get a straighter run through this than Mina. And he might get one. He's got a lot of height though. And he slams the landing. Mina, get out. Mina, get out. 6-4's here. Alkirion's arriving at speed. 6-4's hit trouble. Alkirion for the oranges. Goes wide. Gets stuck in the bullshit. Alkirion trying to get back out and around the bullshit. Augur is going to be the one that overtakes him unless he stops him.
Greens rule.
Right when the bitch needed it. Right when the pressure was on.
Shamrock 1, Shamrock 1, Shamrock 1, Shamrock 1, Shamrock 1.
Martin
Shamrock
is
1,
gilded.
Shamrock 1, Shamrock 1.
Martin
Shamrock
gets his
1,
second
Shamrock
point.
1.
And I no longer have my person that I can quote as about to drop from Eurovision qualifications. Martin puts himself in the 2 bracket. The Eurovision line stays where it is, but Santa is now the one that risks relegation. Well,
fuck your yardstick.
Jesus, yeah, that was a good level. All right, oranges. 11 points clear. Mina and Paula didn't catch Augur. Augur didn't stretch his lead out. But the one person that needed the points to get away from possible relegation was Martin, and he got it. Martin, thank you for the green rain. Thank you for the bits. Fisty, thank you 6-4. Martin, thank you for the on-screen bits as well. You're all very generous. Right. I think what we'll do is I'll post the alternate ending in Discord after the stream, right? And we can watch that there, as opposed to watching it on stream.
I'm surprised he said yardstick, being that you are all a bunch of English chaps. Should have been meter sticky stick.
Imagine trying to insult the British without even realising that we use the imperial system for most things as well, Dougie. Right, we'll go watch the alternate ending in Discord. But for now...
It's bad joke time. What's brown and stick like? A stick?
Who said it's fucking bad joke time? They just keep coming.
Fuck your 12-inch ruler.
Thank you all for the bits anyway. Thank you all for all the support during this playthrough. It was a bit of a weird one, but don't worry. There's no more Forest games anymore. Until...
That's what he said.
Later this year when Forest 3 comes out. You guys use it for random stuff though. Everything he said is so mixed. I have friends over there and he said it's more confusing than helpful. It's true, we use all of it for everything. What am I talking about? I need to close out on the Forest. The Forest was a weird game. I'm not quite sure how I felt about it. There was a lot of aspects that were better than the first. The story was just as convoluted but got more interesting as it went along. The only problem is, if you pick one of the endings, it just completely grinds to a halt and leaves you confused and questioning everything. It's a game that seems to require too much Googling. The combat was... do you know what I mean? If a third one comes out, I'm not going to be able to fucking help myself. That's the problem. Martin, congratulations. Greens, congratulations. Santa now faces the drop. Everybody else, thank you for the bits and the hosts and the subs and the raids and everything. Thank you for sticking with this playthrough. I know it wasn't for everybody. My Winter Car becomes the next main playthrough, and we'll play that tomorrow as well. But it's a shorter stream, so everybody make sure you get there for the fucking marbles, because it's an hour earlier, everybody. I hope you're going to understand.
I hope we'll never see another Forest game.
I got bad news. For now, however, everybody eat well, sleep well. I love you all, and I will see you all tomorrow for my Winter Car, Monday for my Winter Car, and on Friday coming for the Long Dark. For now, Schmitz, Bear, Dougie, Fisty, Martin, Azar, thank you all for the bits and the subs and everything. 6-4, Alcarion, and everybody else. You're all lovely. But for now, thank you all. Fuck off. And Schmitz, his final word is this: end of the forests. Again, until it's not. Ooh. No, Dougie, we're getting a full story now. It's complete.